Hi, I'm Ted with Everything Attachments. We're today with our Wicked 72-inch cutter. So right now we're using gray for our pictures. Sometimes I do like it in its raw pictures where you can see where all the Hardox is. So just to tell you, everything basically from here back is Hardox. All the back rack here, the rear tail of this is Hardox. All of this is Hardox. Some of the pieces up in the linkages here are Hardox. But this is a cutter that's meant to cut good on grass and be able to take 1-inch saplings down with no problem. 2 inch is not really a problem. If you're going to go into 3, you need to really slow it down and be careful, but it will take down 3-inch stuff. We put a 90 horsepower gearbox on it. It starts out with this big gear set. It's got a much larger output shaft on it than a 75 horsepower and down does. This will have a 1-inch thick by 4-inch thick bar that drops down for your blades and has a large 3/16 dome around it to make it for your stump jumper. And then it does come with our custom in-house made Hardox blades that are milled and everything with your front edge, and they stay sharp a long time versus a regular blade just because of the material they're made out of. We custom make the wheel yoke in-house. This is all laser cut. You can see where it's tabbed in so your angles are exactly right every time. That's a casted hub in the middle. It has true Timken bearings in it. Don't forget to grease them because we're not allowed to grease them before they go on the trucks. If the grease on a hot day were to get out and melt, get on furniture or something like that, I'm going to get charged with it. So they're not, nothing on these are pre-greased. Now, we do cheat a little bit on the gearboxes and send them with grease in them, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't check it. Make sure you check it. We've got the easy brush cutter hood on it here, and you do have to push down right here to be able to get into it, and that's so it doesn't rattle if it didn't have some preload on it. But it's that easy to get to where you can get in to service your clutch. If you had a shear bolt model, if you were changing one of your Land Pride or whatever models over, this hood is offered and will go on other gearboxes. But this is a whole lot better than that plastic flower pot that every hole that's in that flower pot just simply doesn't match the holes you need to get to. So we usually just cut those off with a Sawzall, put one of these on. You don't have to uninstall your drive shaft if you do want to put the brush hood on your cutter. The hitch is raised really high on here for the larger tractors that don't go down as low, so you can still get your cutter all the way down to the ground. And then I want to explain a little bit of how this works. A lot of people don't really understand this part. So one thing, this will accept a quick hitch. That doesn't really mean you should use it. The parts you run into, so you can see the deck is down just a little bit now, and that's because when I set it down right, and it is in its highest position, but when I set it down, this is going to loosen up. And that's so when you're mowing and you go across a hill, when you go across that hill, it doesn't pick up the back of your cutter and stop cutting. It lets it float up here in this assembly, and then when you pick it up, it's going to let the back end drop down just a little bit before it starts to pick the whole cutter up. And I'll show you that right now. But what you'll see is the drive shaft will also raise, and with a quick hitch, which comes across right here, it limits, if you go down in a ditch and this comes way up, your drive shaft can get up into your quick hitch. So it does kind of limit you a little bit there. So you can see that hitch start to move, that flex part, as soon as the tire hits, it's going to start coming off of there. Right there, see it's off. You get the deck down flat, and that means it's floating in both directions. So you'll be able to pull it smoothly while this is working back here. Now we first started out, and we still do on our 4-foot cutters, use a casted piece from China from Land Pride, from their cutters, because we could buy them so cheap. But for the bigger cutters, they were breaking them. So we started making this in-house with cold roll and regular good steel. And it's the same geometry, it just works and doesn't ever break. This is a Class 6 drive shaft with a slip clutch with a 90 horsepower gearbox. There is a little plate over here on the side that you're going to loosen up and move to the side to get to your bolts for your blades if you want to remove them for some reason. The whole deck is 10 gauge until you get back here to Hardox. That's only 1/8 of an inch, but it's 3 or 4 times stronger than standard grade 50 steel. And it also lets it be lighter for the smaller tractors. It's a lot stronger for the big tractors. It's stronger for the little tractors, but it does take away a little of the weight, which makes it even better on the 40 horsepower tractors or something like that that's using it. So we've had these out for a lot of years. They just keep getting better and better. This whole rim of Hardox, as you can tell, it's welded completely on top. It's not stitch welded. And if you looked underneath, it's completely welded underneath. So when you can see the heat ring right here where it's welded underneath, and you'll see that in the steel shop pictures really well. But we've worked a lot of years on this to get it right. We put you a nice little holder right here to put your drive shaft when you're not using it, so it stays on the right angle and doesn't let the water get in it. It is category 1 and 2. It has the step pin and your pins up here to go for category 1, which is 3/4. Category 2 is a 1-inch pin on your top link. Down here will be 7/8 or 1 1/8, depending if you're category 1 or category 2. One thing I left out are the safety chains. Now, we've made this kind of easy to install for us. We cut all these slots in it when we've got it on the laser. There's a piece of cable on the other side of these links that goes over to cable hooks. So if you're around, we're in a church ball field right now, barring it. And if you're around people at all or near cars, houses, anything like that, you should try to safety protect that, because a bush hog is known for throwing objects. But even if you're not, if you're in the middle of a 40-acre field and it's your property and you're going to be out there, especially if you don't have a cab tractor or you want to keep your cab cleaner, by having these chains in the front that go all the way down to the ground and on the back, it really keeps you and your tractor a whole lot cleaner, besides just the safety effect of not letting sticks and things like that being thrown out and hurting. All of our Wicked cutters, the 60 and the 72, do have a second piece of metal bolted under there to give it some wear area that can be replaced on your skid there. It's just those 3 bolts, so you can always replace those if you wear them out. This has just been an amazing cutter, and we're really happy to have had it to this point. We've had, we basically have no problems out of this, no matter what they're cutting. Everybody seems to love them, and I think they'll be around for a long time and for your kids. Give us a call or an email at Everything Attachments. Check us out on Facebook, and we'll be happy to help you.